the other day you posted a post,
Yeah.
and I've got to say, I agree with most of the stuff you say. So this is one of the first things I wasn't sure
were
if I
like,
agreed with you or
what's he
not,
talking
right?
about?
So I
Yeah, go on.
thought, So for the interests of the people out there, I'll read it. It's only a short
Yeah,
post.
read it. It's fine.
Margaret Sanger was a known racist and eugenicist.
Yeah.
This woman believed in discouraging black people from having more children and incentivizing white people to have more children. She just so happens to be the founder of Planned Parenthood, the famous abortion clinic. In 2016 in New York, more black babies were aborted than were born. It seems as if her dreams are coming true.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what concerned me about that is, doesn't that put you in the stance of being anti-abortion? I
am pro-life.
You're pro-life?
I'm pro-life.
Okay.
I am a pro-lifer. I'm not pro-life to the point where I don't think anyone should ever have an abortion. Because people always bring in the anomaly of saying, oh, say somebody was raped.
Yeah, yeah.
And, no, I don't expect anyone to have a rapist baby. I don't. But yeah, I am a pro-lifer. I really am. But the thing is, I take my pro-life stance because I said I'm philosophically, I like to go with a lot of the Africans type thought.
Yeah.
So Africans always celebrated life. They would always celebrated, children, and if somebody was pregnant, there'd be a celebration. Once somebody was born, there'd be a celebration. Like, we've always been like that. So essentially, I'm a pro-lifer.
But what about the woman's rights? I mean, a woman isn't just a container for a fetus, right?
No.
Now, I agree that the fetus's interests have to be considered, but the interest of the woman is primary, because otherwise she becomes nothing more than just a vessel for birth. And one of the problems, especially I would have thought in developing countries, not just the example you gave in New York, is that women are not in a position where they can make many decisions for themselves.
But they could have made a decision to have protective sex.
Yeah, I know, but this is reality we're talking about, and people
But
do
that is
have
reality.
sex, don't they? People do have
I love
sex.
sex as much as the next person,
Yeah.
but I have it protected.
Yeah.
Because I know that
But what happens,
a baby can come.
What happens if you make that mistake, yeah? Then you have to go through, like, the following 18 years of parenthood, you have to go through all that.
But then people are basically using abortion as contraception.
Yeah, but that's a last resort. Obviously, people should be educated as to morality
Agreed.
and principles,
Agreed.
right? It's about
100%.
education, first of all.
Agreed.
But you can't just say there's no safety net for these people. And it's a method of...
So abortion's a safety net.
Well, it's
The pill isn't, the coil isn't, the injection
they're
isn't,
all safety nets.
condoms aren't.
Yeah? Okay, but imagine you had a daughter, right? Place it into the context of your own family, right? So your daughter becomes pregnant, right? To a scoundrel, right? Someone that you know...
But she should have been more educated as to have protected sex before she got pregnant.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right?
Right.
Yeah, but that isn't the case, is it? In this
Nope,
example, right?
it's not.
So then you go, well, I'm sorry, love, but, you're going to have to go through the whole shemazzle now.
With every action, there is an opposite reaction. It's a law of the universe. So if you don't stop, everyone knows the action of sex.
Yeah, they've imagined it many times.
Right. Everyone knows what happens if you have sex and you ejaculate inside somebody. Everyone knows it's a baby.
Yeah.
So if you know that, that's it. You know it. So you do the things to protect yourself from that happening.
Right, okay. Well...
I think it's quite simple, but clearly not.
But there are many examples of women having to have babies that they would otherwise not choose to have, right? What about them? What about them?
What do you mean?
Because a fetus, I'm not going to go into the whole sort of like, how long, the definition of a fetus and all that, but the fetus is the product of that woman. The woman is the...
And the man.
Yes, and the man, but primarily she's the one that's going to have to carry it.
I agree.
And society kind of dictates, and probably nature as well, that she's going to be the one that kind of nurtures it, looks after it.
Correct. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
So isn't there a certain amount of responsibility that she has, right? Yeah.
Because I don't want to take the responsibility away from the human being.
No. But also, don't you think that now we're in a position we can control all sorts of things? Don't you think we ought to actually be considering also the impact of births in certain countries, even in countries here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can't just keep on having birth after birth. Celebrating life is all very well, right?
Which is
but
what contraception's for.
yeah,
Which is what that's for.
yeah.
It's there.
But then again, if you were hardline, you'd say, well, contraception is wrong, wouldn't you?
No, I'm not that guy. I'm saying
aren't
you
you
have
just
a,
going
you have
down
a
that
choice.
road then?
No, you have a choice to use contraception or not use contraception. It's open to you. There are many ways of contraception. There's condoms, the coil, the injection.
So
like,
your daughter would be...
she could be on the pill. I don't.
No,
it's
but I
up to
mean,
her.
if she became pregnant, what would your answer to that be?
She'd
then?
have to. In the ideal world, I would have educated my daughter to the point where she knows if she's going to have sex, she would have it protected. And I would tell her, you protect yourself, and if you don't, and you get pregnant,
People
that's
get
your
drunk.
child.
People get drunk. People, you know, that's
That's about taking responsibility, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I get drunk too.
Yeah, but first few times you get drunk, you know, you might think, you know, I'm a really sensible person. You get drunk, you find yourself
turn
wearing
into
your
an idiot.
underpants on your heads, right?
All right, I'm not that
Okay?
stupid.
No, but I'm trying to
people
say,
do,
but
yeah.
people do. So, like, I think there has to be a certain amount of mitigation of ideals and principles in that respect. You have to pare it down and meld it with reality.
I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you on this one.
All right.